Have you ever sat down to write a business plan and stared at a blank page for over an hour and thought, where the hell do I even start? If that's you, you're not broken or useless or anything else that you might be beating yourself up about. Business plans are often made way more harder and way more complicated than they need to be. Today, I'm going to take you through how to write a business plan that actually makes sense by breaking it into 8 simple steps with no fancy words, no confusing templates, just a plain, simple explanation so that you can get it done. Hi, I'm John, business coach and your unofficial translator of business speak into real life action. For the last 30 years, I've managed, started, bought, sold, and coached businesses. I've started 3 businesses, successfully sold all of them, and achieved a top 10 place in South Africa's top 100 fastest growing companies. But success comes at a cost. I've lost over a week of my life, hospitalized twice for exhaustion, and nearly bankrupted on a failed business venture. So while I've enjoyed success, I've experienced a very real pain of business ownership. Today, as a business coach, I work with business owners who want to build a great business and a life that they dream about. Right, so let's get started writing you a simple 8-step business plan that you can actually use, not one that just ticks a box. So these 8 steps are broken down by the first one, which is step number 1, and that is, what's your vision? What's your dream? Dream a little. What are those things when you lie on your bed at night and you think about? Where do you see this business going if it works well for you? Some examples. In a year, do you want to move out of your kitchen or do you want to move into a small shop? In 5 years' time, do you want a team of 5 people, 10 people? Do you want to franchise it? Do you want to go global? Do you want to build a business that you can sell one day? What is that dream for you? Not as what is somebody else's dream. What's your dream? So your homework to get your vision down on paper is to write down your 1-year goal and your 5-year dream. Keep it somewhere where you can see it often to keep you motivated. Not something that you're going to write down on a piece of paper and leave it lying somewhere or buried on your computer or lying on a shelf gathering dust. Keep it somewhere that you can see it often because you're going to feel a little bit demotivated possibly on your journey. That is no doubt. So what is your dream? Step number 1, write it down. Let's get cracking on to step number 2, which is, what's your big picture? What's your business? What is it exactly? Can you describe your business in 1 or 2 sentences? Nothing more than just that. And it has to make sense to a 10-year-old or if you're describing it to your grandmother. If you need a paragraph or 2 or 3 paragraphs to explain it, it's way too complicated. So here's an example of a complicated business in 1 sentence. Instead of saying something complicated like, I'm a holistic wellness solutions provider utilizing integrative modalities for optimal lifestyle outcomes, which sounds absolutely crazy, this is what you should say instead. I help stressed out people feel better by teaching them simple breathing and stretching exercises that they can do at home. Simple, easy enough to understand, and easy enough for people to want to buy from you. So that's step number 2. All about simplicity. Simplicity is the way to go. So your big picture homework is to write down what your business does in 1 or 2 sentences. Then read it out aloud to someone who's not in business. Do they get it? Do they completely understand what you do? If they don't get it instantly, then you have to rewrite it simpler. That's step number 2 done. Now that you've got that sorted out, The next step, step number 3, is getting clear on exactly who your customer is. Who exactly are you helping? Get specific. Remember, specific is terrific. Everyone is not an answer. The tighter you define your customer, the easier it will be for you to find them, the easier it is to talk to them, and the easier it is to sell to them. So here's an example. Let's say you're a coffee shop owner or about to start a coffee shop. Your coffee shop isn't for everyone who likes coffee. Your business plan should say, our coffee shop is for young professionals in Cape Town who need strong, fast coffee on the way to work. To define exactly who your customer is, your homework are 6 key points. If you like to add more, that's perfect, but don't do more than these 6. Number 1, age of your typical customer, the gender of your typical customer, where do they live, what do they do for a living, what do they struggle with, what makes them happy. If you're still struggling after those 6 things to do to define who your customer is, here's a quick tip for you. Imagine describing your customer in great details to a friend at a braai or at a barbecue if you're watching this outside South Africa. That's the level of detail that you want. Right, let's move on to step number 4. And step number 4 is, what problem are you solving? Every business that works solves a real problem that people have. If you can't name the problem, you're going to struggle to make money. People only part with money when problems are solved. If you don't solve problems, you don't make money. So here's an example of a problem. Busy parents don't have time to prepare healthy meals for their kids after school. And your solution could be you deliver ready-to-eat healthy kids' lunches right to the door. So your problem-solving homework is to write down the problem your customer has. Then write down how you're going to fix it. Here's a quick tip for you. If you can't find the problem, call a few friends who you think would be your customer and ask them. People love to tell you what frustrates them and what problems they have. Now that you've figured out what problems you solve, step number 5 is, how will you make money? What's your business model? This is the part that nobody talks enough about. How are you actually going to get paid? Think about these things. Are you selling a product like cakes or clothes or computer software? Are you offering a service like coaching, like I am, or photography or teaching? How do you charge? Do you charge a once-off fee? Is it a monthly fee? Is it a payment by project fee? Or is it a subscription fee? For example, let's say you sell social media management services to a small business. You charge 5,000 Rand a month to manage a company's Instagram and Facebook pages. Or maybe you sell custom sneakers. You charge 1,200 Rand per pair. So the 5 steps to making this business plan work for you, this 5th step, homework, is to list exactly what you're selling. Write down how much you'll charge for it, and then decide how people will pay you. Is it once? Is it over time? How do they pay you? Right, now that you've finished the money-making plan, the next step, which is step number 6, is what's your plan to get customers? There's this famous saying that goes, if you build it, they will come. But it's a complete lie, and you need to avoid this thinking. The real saying is, if you build it and you market it properly, they might come. You need a simple, real-world marketing plan. And this is what this step is all about. But don't get overwhelmed by hearing this thing called a marketing plan. Keep it simple for yourself. Pick 2 or 3 ways that you will reach people. For example, posting on Instagram and Facebook 3 times a week, handing out flyers at taxi ranks or shopping centers, direct messaging your past clients, running a small ad targeting local businesses. What are the actions that you're going to do that will get eyes on your business? So what's your plan homework is, pick 2 or 3 methods you'll actually do. Not should do or could do or would think about doing. What are those marketing methods that you will actually do? Pick them and write them down. And set yourself a target, like posting 3 times a week or handing out 500 flyers by next Friday. Once you've finished this step, the good news is there's only 2 more steps to go. And the second last step is step number 7, is what do you need to get started? Make a real simple list of exactly what you will need. This stops you from overthinking and repeating yourself in your mind, and actually, better still, it stops you from overspending. What you might need to get started could be things like tools, like laptops, phones, an oven, a car, stock, like raw materials, ingredients, licenses or permits, especially if you're running food trucks or restaurants or a liquor outlet. You need a basic website or Facebook page. These are the needs that you will need to get into your business to actually make it function properly. So what you need homework is list what you absolutely need to make the first sale. Forget about the fancy offices and the 6 employees or whatever you're thinking about. Start small and grow later. Right, now we've come to the last step of your business plan. Step number 8, which is how much is it going to cost and what will you make? This is the numbers talk. Not to scare you, but you need a rough idea of your cash flow or you'll run out of money without knowing why and without knowing when. So you need 2 lists. You need list number 1, which is your monthly costs, and you need another list, which is your expected monthly income. So your monthly costs could be things like rent, internet, fuel, stock, marketing, salaries, if anything, from the beginning. And your expected monthly income list number 2, is based on your pricing and how many sales that you'll think that you'll make. So list number 1, list number 2. An example of what this looks like, cost would be, for example, 2,000 Rand for ingredients, 1,000 Rand for packaging, 500 Rand for social media. So your total costs in this example would be 3,000 Rand. In terms of your sales, your expected monthly income, you aim to sell 100 cakes a month at 80 Rand each. So that's 8,000 Rand. That's great, because then you're in profit from day 1 in this example, which really happens. But the point is getting to understand your numbers. So how much will it cost homework is add up your basic costs, write down what you think you'll sell each month, and make sure your sales covers, in fact exceeds your costs, and leaves you with a profit from as early as possible in your business. Right, that's it. Let's recap the 8 steps. So step number 1 was write your long-term vision. Then what's your business all about in 1 sentence? Number 3, who exactly is your customer? Number 4, what problem are you solving? 5, how will you make money? Next one, number 6, what's your plan to get customers? Number 7 was, what do you need to get started? And the last point, number 8, was, what will it cost you? Okay, that's it. That's your business plan. Not 40 pages, not complicated, just clear thinking written in your own words. A plan that you can actually use to build a real business, not impress a bank manager. So the last few things for you, if this video has helped you, share it with somebody you know who needs it. If you want more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And last but not least, to find out how I can assist you, in the notes below are 2 links. One is to my website, johncrichtonbusinesscoach.com, to find out more about the programs I offer. And the other link is to book a free consultation with me. I'm looking forward to speaking to you soon. I'm always up for a chat and a coffee or seeing you in the next video.